Hello, in this session we will continue our discussion on sets. The contents of this unit are essentially the parts of a set and define what constitutes the parts of a set. The basic requirements are to know the set concept and the subset concept, which are primordial for the definition. Well, what's the definition of the power set? For a given set A, we define the components of A, which are denoted by this symbol P, written in cursive. I'll refer to it as an English P of A. This symbol is used to represent the components of A. What will the subsets of A be? They will form a new set, where its elements will be the subsets of A. This is clear, but at times it may seem more like wordplay than a definition. To gain a precise understanding of the concept, let's explore it through an example. We'll consider the set A, as introduced earlier. We previously encountered the set A, B, C. In this case, we're dealing with the set 1, 2, 3, which is essentially the same set. In this instance, the elements are 1, 2, and 3. Below, in the Venn diagram, we can visualize this set, which contains only 3 elements, 1, 2, and 3. Well, we want to calculate the set of all subsets. As mentioned earlier, this set is represented within parentheses, just as shown in the notation. Now, let's proceed to include the elements that conform this set. Inside, we will include the subsets of A. We are about to calculate the total number of subsets it contains. To do this, we will visually examine the Venn diagram representing set A, which has 3 elements. The subsets will always be sets contained within, and consequently, they will have a maximum of those 3 elements. In other words, we can have subsets with 1 element, with 2 elements, and up to 3 elements, but no more than that. If we consider subsets of size 3, which consist of 3 elements, the only one present is A itself, which is already depicted in the graph. We do not add any additional subsets of size 3. Now let's focus on finding subsets of size 2. When we search for subsets that contain only 2 elements, we identify the set consisting of 1 and 2, the set comprising 1 and 3, and the set consisting of 2 and 3. In total, these constitute 3 subsets. These are subsets of the original set, each containing only 2 elements. Well, it also includes subsets that consist of a single element. These subsets are the one formed by 1, the one formed by 2, and the one formed by 3. Let's observe them here. 1, 2, and 3. But there is also a very important set known as the empty set. The empty set, as defined here, is the set that contains no elements. The empty set is significant because it is always present, and by definition, it is the set that contains nothing. Or in other words, the set with 0 elements. Given any set, the empty set is always a subset of that set. In this context, the empty set, represented as a completely empty Venn diagram, is always considered one of the parts. Well, these are all the subsets. There are no more. The empty set, subsets with 1 element, with 2 elements, and with 3 elements. There cannot be any more subsets as they are formed from, at most, the 3 elements of set A. Now we enclose these subsets within parentheses. We arrange the parentheses as we desire in the order we create. As we said earlier, the order is not important, but for mental clarity, we often start by listing subsets from the smallest to the largest. At first we include the empty set, typically represented as a crossed out 0, and then we list the sets with 3 elements, 1, 2, and 3. Notice that we don't put 1, 2, or 3 alone. We enclose them between parentheses, since the set that has only 1 element, the number 1, is represented like parentheses, 1 parenthesis. That is the set that has only 1 element. Then we list the set that contains only 2, followed by the set that contains only 3. Next, we include the sets with 2 elements, the set containing 1 and 2, the set containing 1 and 3, and the set containing 2 and 3. Finally, we include the set with all 3 elements, which is set A. We can represent it simply as A, as shown in this case, or use parentheses to enclose the elements 1, 2, and 3. Well, that concludes this unit. After completing it, we should be able to easily derive the set of subsets of a given set. Thank you.